Hey guys, so in this video we're going to be sharing with you 3 tips that you need to know if you want to improve your attacking. Now we know a lot of people do struggle with attacking and there's a lot of different scenarios and situations that people want to get better in, but these are 3 tips that we believe are key to any success that you want to achieve when it comes to becoming a better attacker. So as always, show your support, make sure you drop a thumbs up, make sure you click that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notifications bell so that you know when we release more videos. So going into tip number 1, it is composure is king. Now what do we mean when we say composure is king? We've got a really good example demonstrating composure. Now when we get into this position here, what a lot of people will do is they'll try this through ball. So they'll just play that through ball straight through to forehand. And there's 3 reasons why this is wrong. The first reason is the passer is facing the wrong way. As you can see, we've got Mane on the ball. He's looking towards Mbappe. So he's not even looking in that direction. Why that's important is that is why sometimes you'll play an inaccurate through ball. It might go all the way to the right back. It might be under hit. It might be scuffed, or sometimes they might just hit it. And this is very common, straight at the defender. And that's because our attacker is not in a great position to make a successful through pass. And especially with someone like Mane not having the best short passing and vision, that also contributes to why the errors occur. And the second thing is the defender has the depth. And as you can see, as we've sort of previewed where the ball would go, the defender has the depth. Now, when we say the defender has the depth, he's got 3 or 4 yards on him. So even though Forlan is quick, the defender as well, Bastoni, is fast as well. So unless, you've got a super speed demon or the defender falls over or just isn't got the right body position, but you can see Bastoni is in a good position to be able to react to any through ball. He has the depth, he has the pace. So Forlan is not going to get ahead of Bastoni to be able to get our shot on target. And then the third and final reason is, of course, it is pushing the attacker wide. You can see roughly where the through ball would end up. You're not going to be able to, Forlan's not going to get into a position where he's going to be able to run through and get a good shot on goal. He's going to be at a very tight angle. So that's 3 reasons as to why this is the wrong way to play in this situation. Now, in this situation, what we're going to do is we're going to move inside a little bit more before we can play that through ball pass to create a better angle for Forlan. Now, in this situation, as you can see on the ball, we're going to be jogging only. And what we're trying to do is we're trying to bait him into making a tackle. You can see he's controlling Bastoni. He's coming towards us. So we're going to, essentially just try and bait him by jogging and then sprinting just to get away, just to try and force him to think he has a chance to beat us, to think he has a chance to lunge in and beat us. And you see when we play it on really slowly, you can see we're just jogging. He then tries to lunge in. But before he lunged in, we did a little bit of speed acceleration. We just hit that right trigger, that speed, just to get round him. And you can see now the angle that it has created and the opportunity, the much easier pass, the much higher percentage pass for Forlan. The defender, Bastoni's out of the way. Easy through ball through to Mane, and then of course Forlan is able to smash it in the back of the net for an easy finish. So that really highlights why composure is king. We was composed in that situation, not to play the low percentage pass, but to really try and get that defender out the way and give ourselves a much higher percentage chance, really expressing that composure that is needed in those situations. Now, the second tip is that speed really does kill. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean speed as in pace in behind. It means speed of play. So when we talk about speed of play, we often allude to passing in the final third. And this is something that a lot of people don't grasp. It's a mixture of being able to play quickly, but also make decisions on the fly very quickly and very accurately. Now, we've got 2 passes that we can make here. And these are both very high percentage passes. Again, layering on that first point. We've got Fofana and we've got, again, Mane or Mbappe that we can play these passes to. We end up giving the ball to Mane, which is the nearer of the 2 circles. But we do it very, very quickly. We just fire that ball straight in there first time. And the reason why that's important is because you're not giving your opponent time to react. If we take that ball with Fofana and then we just sort of maybe take a couple steps to the left, couple steps to the right, and then make a pass, you give his team a little bit more time to get back in position. You give him a little bit of time to be able to cover the passing lane. And by playing that ball first time, as you can see, we fire that ball straight into Mane. And you can see how it's taken his midfield completely out the game. And Mane is now able to turn. He's got acres of space that we can, just dictate how this attack goes. Because either he's going to back off and just cover the passing lanes, which is what he should do. He should cover the passing lanes, wait for the attackers to run offside, and then come and try and get the ball off us. but most people are way too aggressive when they defend, and he's going to come at us with Zambrotta. You can see that left back that he's controlling. He's going to come at us with Zambrotta, of all players, to try and, you know, come and tackle us. And you can just see the space that obviously that pass has given us. And then Mane is obviously able to just be patient, wait for the run of Mbappe, and then of course Mbappe is going to finish that off with, you know, ease. So that speed of passing is really important in that final third. Being able to play that fast, quick, decisive ball that you can just cut apart any midfield, and you just give your opponent no time to be able to react, to cover a passing lane, and then they're just going to start panicking. You know, you've taken their midfield out of the game, they're just going to panic like crazy and just, you know, panic switch. And I'm sure we've all been in that situation. You panic switch, you pull defenders out of position, and you just make it so much easier for people to attack and score those goals. So speed of passing and thought is really key. So now, before we go into that third and final tip, if you're enjoying the video so far, make sure you drop a thumbs up and make sure you leave us a comment down below. Let us know what other videos you'd like us to see going forwards. Let's jump back into that third and final tip. And that third tip is variety equals victory. Now, when we talk about variety, what we mean by this is you're going to see a lot of goals in this sort of short little clip here, you know, this section. A lot of different ways that we score goals. And the reason why variety is important, we've alluded to this in many of our videos before, when it comes to attacking, that variety is important. You have to be able to attack in a lot of different ways, and not just attack. As you can see, you'll also see the way we score goals, the different types of finishes. We saw, you know, chip finishes. We saw, you know, cutbacks. We saw, you know, finesse shots. We saw near post shots, far post shots, power shots, headers, crosses. You've got to be able to attack and finish in lots of different ways. And the reason why this is so important is because if you become predictable, if you're someone, let's say cutbacks is obviously a sore topic for a lot of people. I'm not quite sure why a lot of people find cutbacks so toxic. It's much better than Trivela shots or El Tornado crosses or whatever, but a lot of people don't like the cutbacks. But if that's your method of scoring, yes, it's very, very effective. But if you play it over and over again, especially against the same person, if you just try and attack via cutbacks, eventually you're going to become very easy to read and predictable. If you're someone that's playing me, you might be successful in one or two cutbacks, but eventually I'm going to read and pick up on your cues and be able to stop those cutbacks. So if you're someone that's very, very attacks the same all the time, you just become too predictable. And when you're predictable, it really limits how far you can go in this game, because whilst you can maybe abuse something, it's not going to work all the time. And you've got to be able to, you know, have lots of different tools and lots of different ways to score, because that unpredictability means that people can't pick up on your cues. They can't pick up anything because you're just attacking in different ways. They don't know whether you're going to look for cutbacks, you're going to use skill moves, you know, you're going to use finesse shots, you're going to use power shots. They don't know what's coming. And if an opponent doesn't know what to expect, very hard for them to defend you because they don't know what to defend. They don't know what's coming. So it's really important that you have a wide variety of ways to score goals. And you're seeing in these clips that pretty much every goal is different from the last. You know, we're not scoring the same type of goal over and over again. You know, it's just lots of different ways to score. And it's super important that you have this in your arsenal, because if you don't have this, it really limits, as we said, how far you can become, how far you can go, and how good you can be at attacking, because you just become too one-dimensional and too easy to play against. So there are three tips. There are three tips that are essential for anybody that is looking at getting better at attacking. So it's really important you apply all of these tips to your game, and some of the things that we've shown you in this video, and it's going to really help you and really elevate your attacking to that next level. So as always, show your support, make sure you drop a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and make sure you click that notifications bell so that you never miss any new videos. And if you do want to ask us any further questions, make sure you join our Discord. The link to that is down in the description. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.